Welcome, friends, as we wrap up our week's study with some deeper prophetic insights. We've explored how Joshua, the successor to Moses, is a powerful prefigure of Christ, the captain of our salvation. Every major event in Joshua's life, crossing the Jordan, conquering enemies, and dividing the land, beautifully foreshadows the final work of Christ for us, the generation living at the end of time. This biblical typology finds its ultimate fulfillment in a grand parallel. Just as Joshua brought ancient Israel into the earthly land of Canaan, Christ, our antitypical Joshua, will bring his faithful remnant into the eternal kingdom. The battles Joshua fought represent the spiritual warfare the end-time church faces. And the division of the land points directly to the glorious restoration of God's kingdom. The book of Hebrews makes a crucial point. The rest Joshua gave to Israel was not the final, true rest. This means a greater rest still remains for the people of God. This happens in two phases. First, there's the rest of grace, something we can experience right now. We find it through obedience, unwavering trust, victory over sin, and a life completely yielded to our true Joshua. Second is the rest of the kingdom, a future reality promised throughout Scripture, from Isaiah to Revelation. This isn't just a symbol. It's the literal restoration of God's dominion, the ultimate inheritance that the land of Canaan only hinted at. Now, our final conflict isn't against flesh and blood, but against spiritual forces. We fight this battle on three fronts. Internally, we must see the Jericho walls of our own pride, self-will, and resistance crumble not by our strength, but by divine power. Externally, we face the spiritual Canaanites of our day, deception, false worship, and the constant allure of the world. And cosmically, we are part of the great controversy, the dragon's war against God's faithful remnant. This is why Joshua's timeless charge is so powerful for us today. Be strong and of a good courage, for the Lord thy God is with thee. To prepare for this, we we must undergo a final purification. A crisis is coming that will sift the church, separating the true from the unfaithful. Victory isn't won with empty words, but through resolute, heartfelt obedience. It all comes down to wholehearted surrender. As one writer put it, when our will is fully given to God, the rest we long for follows naturally. Our true Joshua cannot lead a people who are only half surrendered. He needs our all. So the typology of Joshua gives us a clear roadmap for the end times. It shows the cleansing of the church, the removal of the unfaithful, and the rise of a purified ministry, the 144,000 organized for the final mission. Just as ancient Joshua divided Canaan among the tribes, our antitypical Joshua will restore the inheritance to the tribes of spiritual Israel. This purified army, under Christ's command, will then proclaim the loud cry, calling everyone to come out of spiritual Babylon. This is how the gospel goes to the world with power. The harvest is gathered, and the great controversy finally closes. This brings us to a piercing question from Joshua chapter 18, Verse 3, a question that echoes down to our generation. How long are ye slack to possess the land? Spiritually, this asks us, how long will we delay our full surrender? How long until we put on the whole armor of God? How long until we unite with Christ to finish his work? How long will we let our true Joshua lead completely? The entire week's study has led us to this powerful conclusion. Christ is our true Joshua. We are his final Israel. The kingdom rest is near. The battle is spiritual, but victory is absolutely assured for those who yield to him. The inheritance is waiting. The same God who commanded Joshua says to you and me today, be strong, be courageous, go forward, possess the land. Let us arise and follow our true Joshua until we enter that everlasting rest.